What's going on, guys? This is Kaisha. Welcome back. So we are back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover top 5 must-buy cards in February 2025 OCG format. So we are going to unravel the best must-buy cards in the game right now and the most hottest cards in the market. So without further ado, let's start. So before we venture in our top 5, we are going to assimilate what is the meaning of must-buy card in my own dictionary. So cards that see an uptake in demand due to various reasons in the metagame. So maybe the metagame have shaped towards an environment where we need these cards, and these cards can have so much value in the game, and also cards that you need to buy to avoid further financial deficits. So these cards is one of the most top priority targets that you can buy in the market to avoid further financial deficits. We don't want that to happen. We should buy these cards to avoid buying these cards in the future for a hefty amount of price, no? So I think you should really buy these cards ASAP, and also cards that might be meta defining and also market defining. So it goes either way. It can be meta defining, it can dictate the meta game, and also can really shift market trends in the market side of things in our game. So it can be defining on both aspects. So moving on towards our top 5, we do have Book of Moon. So Book of Moon is gaining so much traction, especially in Japan. A lot of people are picking up Book of Moon, using it towards their side deck, and also even main deck no, on some people. And not only in OCG, a lot of people in TCG are also pivoting towards Book of Moon. They are using it on their main deck, and it is prevalent on the recent regionals and the previous YCS. So I think Book of Moon should be honorable here for our top 5. So moving on towards the description. So Book of Moon. So Book of Moon is versatile going first or going second. It doesn't matter. It is a quick play card. You can use it going second to flip face down targets on your opponent's field, and also can be versatile going first, where you need to protect your monsters from targeting effects of your opponent. So it can be very flexible and very dexterous. Going first or going second, it doesn't matter. You're able to use this card effectively, especially if the situation warrants or your deck can pretty much play around Book of Moon effectively. And also very cheap at the moment, so we don't want things to escalate, no? We should really invest on Book of Moon. If you don't have it on your arsenal, it is the best time to buy Book of Moon before the market notices the uptake of usage of Book of Moon on bigger regions like Japan. And also is your Rizal matchup problem. So you are able to flip face down the detonator, and it perfectly plays around their layers of interruption from the pop, from the negate of field spell, no, and other stuff, and also able to bait out solemn judgments and other trap cards on their disposal on the back row post game 2 and 3. So very effective card right now, and very promising for a lot of decks running around. And moving on towards our top 4, we do have Metaltronus. So this card is very much debated and talked about recently, especially in TCG. TCG content creators are making so much noise about this card, especially it is featured on the recent Road of the King report, and a lot of big locals events in Japan, South Korea are using Metaltronus as their tech card for the meta right now. So moving on towards our top 4, Metaltronus. So Metaltronus is a mirror match remedy. I think this card is much more effective towards the mirror match games, and also you're able to fit it like a glove on meta decks. So if you're running a meta deck, I think it is a wise choice to run Metaltronus right now, especially people still doesn't have counter intuitions towards running Metaltronus, and also it is kinda hard to counter as well, no? So I think it is very valuable on your tech option right now, and also can be used in a quick manner because it is a quick play. So it plays around certain things like anti-spell fragrance, for example, no? And also aids your going second timely. There are instances where this card can be very helpful going second and be able to mitigate the opponent's interruptions, and also play around certain complexities on your opponent's board. So it can be really powerful going second, and more importantly on the mirror match. When you're running Rizal Malice, for example, no, this card is really a heaven sent for your tech. in this meta. So moving on towards our top 3, we do have a whole core. I'm not really sure if I'm doing things right for our video, but we do have Regenesis core on our top 3. So as we all know, Regenesis was brought to life in the OCG from the recent Alien or Alliance Insight pack. So I think people are still not convinced on the previous 2-3 weeks from January, they're still not convinced on Regenesis. But as the meta progresses and the reports are showing signs that Regenesis is a formidable deck, and analytics are as well are proving that Regenesis is a top tier contender, and also most Japanese tier lists from different regions are showing that Regenesis is a top 5 deck contender, and even myself, I think this deck is a top 5 deck at the moment. So moving on towards the Regenesis description. So Regenesis is probably the best control deck at the moment. It overshadows the things like Runic, Labyrinth, Eldritch, for example. Those decks doesn't even have the same amount of consistency of Regenesis, and also it is probably a deck that can cater floodgates, powerful control traps, and counter traps on your disposal. So it is really strong going first, and not only that, it complements various archetypes. So we have seen various archetypes that are trying to abuse the hell out of the Regenesis, things like Blue Eyes Regenesis, and things like Eldritch Regenesis and Rizal Regenesis, anything that has 2/5 stat line on their card can utilize this engine perfectly and archetype as a whole. So it is really perfect for you. It works as a pure control top tier meta deck, and can also be a secondary lead for your other engines and archetypes, and also a priority buy due to price uptake. So it is seeing so much increase in price recently. From the past 2-3 weeks, people are trying to increase the value of Regenesis because it sees some huge reports and tournament tops, and also people now are getting the gist of how effective the Regenesis can be in this meta. So this is a priority buy in my books. If I have a money to spend in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, I should probably be buying Regenesis. So yeah, that's just how important the core is right now, and you get so much value, resale value, and potential supports in the next following sets. So yeah, the future looks very bright for Regenesis. Moving on towards our top 2, we do have Mysterion, the Dragon Crown. So if you are wondering why this card, this random stupid looking card, is here in our top 5, we are getting a new archetype from the next deck build pack, the Dragon Tail. So Dragon Tail is a dragon spellcaster deck that utilizes those two types, and it works similar like Dragon Maid, but better, enhanced, and much more consistent. And I think that deck can be a meta contender moving forward. So a lot of people are trying to create a deck list of Dragon Tail, and this card, Mysterion, the Dragon Crown, is in everyone's extra deck from this Dragon Tail deck list from tapping tournaments of advanced formats and contents from YouTube. I think you are missing out if you are not running Mysterion, the Dragon Crown on the deck, because it just needs Spellcaster Monster and Dragon Monster, and all of those two compartments are used and available on your deck because the deck is Dragon Spellcaster tandem. So moving on towards the reasoning behind the card, So Mysterion is a card that is both to prepare for the upcoming Dragon Tail deck. So as you all know, we need to advance by these type of cards because I think a lot of people are already looking for this card right now, and a lot of people as well are planning to buy the Dragon Tail. Not only the art is aesthetically good, and as we all know, waifu archetypes in the game are very much supported by the producers, and as we all know, Sky Striker, Branded, Sinful Spoils, White Forest, all of those waifu waifu, quote-unquote waifu archetype decks are getting so much plethora of supports. So Dragon Tail could probably the next beloved archetype of our game, and also potentially the next big thing on the market. If you miss out on this card right now, it could probably be very detrimental on your wallet. It could really be hefty moving forward, especially if we have seen the results of the new deck build format, and Dragon Tail are going towards the tier 2, tier 3, even tier 3 can be really dangerous for the price of this card. It could really plummet in price in a very instant and quick turn of things, no? So, just to be safe, we just need to buy the Mysterion on this early DB format. And also, can be pretty hard to find. I myself is looking for this card, but a lot of sellers are already holding it. And I think you should probably buy this card to prevent it from getting clustered on the next format, no? We can get towards a instance where we cannot find this card and the cards are already skyrocketing in price, so it will be very hard to pick up this card. So I think this is the perfect moment to collect and also buy this card for your usage on Dragon Tail and also for profit revenue potentially. Moving on towards our top 1 of our top 5 must-buy cards, we do have Sky Striker Engine. So Sky Striker Engine, a timeless tale, and it just outwits the Rips of Time. The Sky Striker is a deck that is eternal for a very long time. It has been out for 7 years already. So Sky Striker still doesn't have any signs of slowing down, but now they are used as a complementary engine for the Yami archetype that is also coming from the deck build pack along with the Dragon Tail. And I think Yami is projected to be a tier 1 deck by most analysts, experts, and players in the game, and it is really strong. A lot of room for non-engine, and also the deck can incorporate 1-card combos easily, and lots of complementary engines as well, like Sky Striker and the Sacred Beast level 2 package, no? So a lot of things can complement the deck, and it is looking to be a tier 1 SK deck because of the room of non-engines and also the utilization of different various engines like Azamina, Sky Striker, and Sacred Beast on the deck. So moving on towards the Sky Striker engine. As our top 1, it is Yami's best friend. So if you have seen the make-up decklist of Yami and advanced format topping tournaments of Yami decklist, Yami is always patronizing the usage of Engage, because the Link 1 Kagari and whatnot can be easily used as a material fodder for your synchro climbing extensions on your deck, and you just need a Link 1 and you're able to use that material for your synchro plays, and Yami can snowball so much advantages from just resolving that effect, and it will be very substantial for Yami to use different engines because the deck has a lot of rooms for non-engine. The deck is very spacious, so you are able to fit in various engines in the deck. As a matter of fact, you can play Azamina and Sky Striker on the deck and you still have 18 rooms for hand traps, no? That's how just ridiculous the Yami can be, and also can leverage so much usage on the upcoming format. So if Yami is going towards the prediction of them being a tier 1 and possibly tier 0 deck, no? It could be really horrifying, and the usage of this Engage and Friends of Sky Striker cards can be really numerous and can really take the meta by storm. So if the meta demands a card, no, and the best deck is using it, and the market is scarce for this card, I think it spells a lot of profit and also another way of utilizing this card for monetary expenses, no? So I think it is a very wise decision to buy the Sky Striker package or the Engage and Friends, Kagari, Hornet Drones, Widow Anchor, no? those cards will be very substantial on the upcoming Yami deck, and also can be branched out into the Sky Striker deck itself. So if you don't really plan on building Yami, and you just need to have the Engage and Friends engine, you might as well make a Sky Striker deck from it, no? And Sky Striker, as we all know, have a lot of reprints already from SLF, from the previous quarter centuries sets, and yeah, a bunch of reprints from Asian English version, no? So yeah, it is very cheap right now, and very affordable as well, and can still compete in this meta, because the deck is very technical, toolbox type of deck, where it just blends towards the meta game. And yeah, I think Sky Striker is still a definite proven deck for a large period of time already. So it can be branched out towards a pure Sky Striker deck itself. So you get so much value from buying the Sky Striker NG, the Engage, and Friends. Not only it is used for Yami, it can be leveraged for profit as well, and also can be used as a pure raw archetype Sky Striker deck. So yeah, that sums up our top 5 must-buy cards in the OCG this February 2025 format. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep providing this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.